Good day, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Rolling in Crypto. So glad everybody can make it. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is a group. You're invited to join, share your information, make comments, like, share, and subscribe. And please join the group and add what you know to help us all out. We figure, it takes a village to make money in crypto, and let's make a village. Going on, hopefully your team won in the Super Bowl yesterday. It was a pretty good game. I didn't actually watch much of it, but it was a good close game from what it looked like. My only interest in the Super Bowl yesterday was the crypto ads. I wanted to kind of see what the crypto ads were. I was expecting that there would be a rush to the exchanges today. Now, maybe it's taking time for, it takes time to set up accounts. It takes time as you've gone through Crypto 101, it takes a little bit of time to set up account, a little bit of time to get it funded. Which was your favorite? Leave a comment below and tell me what your favorite was. I think by far my favorite was the FTX with Larry David, which was actually really funny. Of course, Larry David's really funny. So there were 5 that I saw, and I'm not going to show the videos on here. I'm always really careful about copyright stuff. We don't want any strikes. We're not selling anything here. We're not not offering anything to sell. This is just a group of people trying to make some money in crypto. So it's just everybody's opinion. It's not financial advice. So I'm not going to show anything that may, get a strike against us for copyright. But the videos yesterday, or the commercials yesterday, $7 million for 30 seconds. Wow, I wish they would have given us those $7 million in discounts off of our fees. That would have been, I would have liked that better. How about you? Toro had one, a bunch of people flying down the street, and it kind of ends with somebody offering one guy walking down the street a hand, which kind of signifies that eToro is a community. And that's really what, even the whole crypto thing, it is community. Decentralized it's a community. It's not one centralized organism telling all the other organisms what to do. So I think it's conveys the message that we're trying to convey here, is that this is a group, and not us telling you, hey, you should do this because we know better than you. No, you probably know better than me. That's why I want you to share your information with us. BitBuy had a pretty good commercial. It was okay, with Kyle Lowry. The acting wasn't very good in it, but it was very self-deprecating on his part. So, kudos to him. He can definitely point and laugh at himself. So BitBuy is out there. Crypto.com, one of the exchanges that I actually like, unfortunately had LeBron James in it, and I haven't even seen that one, so I probably won't watch that one. But he as the adult, LeBron flicks through an album of CDs. His youthful mini-me enthusiastically asks, all right, so cordless headphones, you can watch movies through your phone, and y'all got electric cars. The future is crunk. He sat on the bed with the old LeBron, asked his younger self, is there anything else you want to know? As the camera shows a newspaper article pinned to the wall, asked, is LeBron James going straight to the league? Young LeBron philosophically asked, is the hype too much? Am I ready? And with 19 years of achievement under his belt, old LeBron replies, I can tell you everything, but if you want to make this history, you got to call your shots. This prompts the teenager to declare, we're going to the league. And the exchange's much hated slogan, fortune favors the brave, then pops up on the screen. The exchange's much hated slogan. I don't mind fortune favors the brave. Do you like that? Tell me below. Let's get a discussion going on this. It says here the tagline didn't go down when it featured in ads with Matt Damon, with armchair critics mocking the exchange for comparing Dogecoin investors to astronauts and explorers. As podcasters Adam H. Johnson wrote in January, saddest thing about Matt Damon's macho baiting crypto pitch, where the viewer must act now or he is weak, is this a top 3 classic pitch of all financial schemes have used to goad men into forking over their paltry savings? Nothing has changed in 150 years. I don't know if I agree with that. Investing in crypto does take some courage. Nobody wants to, it's hindsight's 2020. It's easy to go back and say, oh man, I should have gotten in Bitcoin 7 years ago. It's easy to say now. Or even just 2 years ago when it was dropping back down, you should have been like, oh, I knew I should have never got into crypto. You really need, if you're going to invest in crypto, you really need to look and understand what this technology brings to the world and what a decentralized or even a partially decentralized currency does for the world. And you've heard me talk about this, and as you learn more and as we learn more and we discover more, you'll just be amazed. I always think of this as like Gutenberg's printing press. This changes the world. It really does. And if it doesn't somehow get destroyed by the greedy banks that know that this is going to change banking forever and they can no longer rip us off, I mean, it's just great. It's just great. But I digress. Coinbase had a good commercial. Nothing really stood out about it with me. It was a QR code changing colors, bounces around the screen. It I didn't find it entertaining or really informative, and spent $16 million on that, or 14 million, whatever the amount was. 16 million to tell me. Once again, sure wish we'd have gotten that refund back in fees, or maybe even refund some of the people who've had their accounts hacked or something like that. But the best was FTX. I think FTX was very funny, and it's basically goes over the coulda, shoulda, wouldas and the FOMOs that everybody's had. I could have got into Apple the first week it came out, but I knew it wasn't going to make it. Nah, just all of those things. Boy, Dell Computer. I knew the guy at Dell Computer. He told me it was going to be big, but I didn't get in it. It's just everybody has them multiple times. But one thing great about investing in crypto is this is your chance. This is your chance. This is a chance to make something very significant happen in your life without risking everything. I mean, this to go to fortune favors the brave. Well, you don't have to risk everything you own to make some money in crypto. And if you can get in at the right time on certain things and make some money, you can take your initial investment back out, and then you're just working off of your profits. Which, to me, if I lose my profits, I'm not so upset. But if I lose my hard-earned money, I'm very upset. So, like Warren Buffett says, first thing in investing, don't lose money. Well, I kind of like that philosophy. So, yeah, here is your opportunity to possibly, this opportunity may never come around again. The .com in 20 years ago, 22 years ago, was a chance to make some crazy money. And these opportunities don't come around that often. And I'm trying to think of other periods where things like this, maybe the invention of the car. Well, the electric car. The electric car is another great opportunity, just because everything that comes along with it. And I don't own the electric cars, but I do believe in the philosophy of the electric car, in is the fact that, man, there's so many less moving parts to break. You don't have to get oil changes. You really don't have to get a radiator and coolant changed for the cooling system. But you do have, an air conditioning system, which will need to be repaired every so often. And the battery compartments have a cooling system. At least most of the cars have a cooling system that does, they're liquid cooled. So you may have, some issues with those where you have to get the fluid changed every so often. And just so many things. Oh, another great thing about electric cars is the battery bank is down in the floor, which lowers the center of gravity. So SUVs, which, the problem with SUVs and trucks is their center of gravity is very high. Well, now it is very low, which makes these cars safer. Another aspect, I know this is about crypto, but sorry, I'm talking about electric cars. But another aspect about electric cars is there's no motor in the front. So that is a huge crumple zone. If you get into a front, hit something with the front of the car, that is a massive crumple zone, which absorbs a lot of energy from the wreck, rather than, if you have a big motor in there, it just crams in that motor and drives the motor back. A lot of times that's where most people get their injuries. So, and then the technology on them is so fantastic. I mean, just the collision avoidance, the lane change, even the self-driving, which I'll take my chances with the self-driving car versus a drunk teenager any day. So, wouldn't it be great if you have a teenager and they know, they know they've been drinking and can have the car drive them home instead of getting behind the wheel? I mean, think about how many lives that could save. But let me get off the electric car and get back to crypto. Sorry about that. So I really expected a big bounce today off of all those commercials. I mean, God, it reached 100 million people or more, and they got bombarded with it. It wasn't one that just slipped by. I really expect, now maybe we'll see tomorrow. Like I said, when these people get all their accounts set up, maybe we'll see over the next week a nice pop in the market. And I still think it is, and it should be a substantial pop with a whole bunch of new money coming in to drive those prices higher, and then people staying in. If the prices go up right away, people are like, oh yes, I'll stay in, and maybe they'll stay in through the hard times. Don't have those paper hands. We'll have diamond hands and take these rockets to the moon. That is all I have concerning the crypto commercials during the Super Bowl. As always, do your own research, and you too can be rolling in crypto.